Okay. Welcome. We're gonna hit the button. That one. Hello. We need to pause that and turn this on. Okay, cool. So, welcome back. It is Monday, which means it is Lunar time. Lunar? I heard somebody say it's Lunar because it's a noun and not an adjective. And I like that, so we're gonna stick with it. Anyway, it's Lunar time. I did not do the thing where I was like, oh, maybe I will try to redo that previous section, that previous boss fight with not a boss fight, but you know what I mean, mini boss fight. Try to redo it with unequipping those chumps. But anyway, we need to leave Vane. And head... Wait, hold on. I don't want to go like all the way back and have it not mean anything. Shall you be escorting Galleon himself to the Cave of the White Dragon? You must be overwhelmed with such an honor. Have fun in your travels. Is he back at the guild? I know that we're escorting Galleon. I just don't remember where he is. Alex, I'm so very sorry about what happened. All this is the fault of the Magic Guild. And Luna, I don't know how to begin apologizing to you. You don't have to, Majesty Mia. I knew Alex would rescue me, so I was never truly afraid. Oh, that's really sweet. I was more curious about why Lemia, Zenobia, was forcing me to sing. If you're going to be my friend, you can't call me Majesty. Royce, Phaecia, and Lemia, all members of the Vile tribe. I'm an elite student of the guild, and I was working for the enemy all this time. I'm so ashamed of myself. I want to sink into the floor and disappear. Don't worry, Nash. I'm sure we can find someone in Vane who knows how to cast that spell. It's brutal. My name is Lemia Ausa, but I'm having a difficult time recalling much more than that. The Vile tribe, the Magic Emperor, I don't remember anything about them. Maybe it's best that Lemia doesn't remember the horrible things which were done to her. Alright, bunch of old guys. Yeah. With all his power, Galleon could easily become a Dragon Master. Has to be his memories of dying which prevent him from taking the Dragon Trials. Looks like we'll get to spend some quality time with Galleon soon. Right, Alex? That's still a classroom. Still can't go into that one. Click clack. He would not be in the jail. You think you missed the last one? Quite possibly. The last one was Thursday. No, last one was last Tuesday because I had a bonus stream. That's what it was. Oh, nothing there. Oh shoot. I forgot to mute the secret. Oh, hell yeah. Hold on. I already figured Royce was evil, but I didn't figure Phaecia was part of the Vile tribe. This is fantastic. Oh, there's definitely got to be something that's some kind of thing here. Yeah, I think you might have missed the last one, Claudia. This is you don't remember this part with Royce and Phaecia or Luna getting kidnapped? Okay, yeah. So at the end of the last stream, or let me rephrase, Claudia, what is the last thing you remember, and we can go from there. Another, oh dude, I just thought that was a little like cutout. I have no idea what's going to happen in the guild, but I'm trying hard to relieve my students of their anxiety. Allowing them to spend the entire class talking instead of studying seems especially effective. Got back to Vane's portal and we're thinking Luna would be kidnapped soon. Okay, so Luna was briefly kidnapped, but not super kidnapped. We made it through Vane's portal. Like we made it through that whole like magical pathway or whatever. Cave of Trials, maybe is what it called. Either way, we made it through to Vane. Did some exploration that way, and then got tasked in Vane to go investigate the false Dragon Master out to the west. So we went and did that. Did the Poison Bog. Ran into Jessica, who is Mel's daughter, and curiously, she is also a healer, which is weird because Luna's our healer, and there's no way that the game would give us 2 healers in a limited party. So, I'm sure that was simply a one-off thing, and we will never encounter Jessica again. And then from there, so we had the adventure with Jessica. She left the party. Alex, Luna, and Nash came back to Vane to report their findings. Alex was summarily thrown in prison by the leader of the Magic Guild, and Luna was kidnapped, or like not imprisoned, but not imprisoned. Alex had a jailbreak thanks to Mia, who then we then recruited Nash, and the three of them went through. Here, I can show you. FF9 does it, but in a way where the characters are not totally redundant. Okay, it won't let us go back in there. What were Zenobia and those other sorceresses doing in the Star Chamber anyway? I used to hear singing coming from up there. Truth be told, it frightened me. Now I know why. They had Luna singing too. Maybe they just like music. There was something more than that and all. They kept talking about finding someone. Yeah, so we went to the Star Chamber, which was like a dungeon. Like a think video game dungeon, right? Like it was an area with enemies. Climbed to the tower. Interestingly, we were limited by... we weren't allowed to carry weapons. So we were reliant on everybody's magic skills and using the flame rods. Oh, hold on. Oh no, that's the dragon ring, not the regeneration ring. Get to the top of the tower, find out, and confront the leader of the Magic Guild, who, along with some other people, had like Luna in like a magic circle and was forcing Luna to use her like magic singing. In the meantime, we saved a woman who had a mask on that was preventing her from remembering anything, but like she knew that like we needed to get to the Star Tower, so we took her along with us. Mia is a mage. She is a fire and ice mage, whereas Nash is a lightning mage. Turns out that the lady in the mask was this lady, Lemia. Can't fulfill my duties as the leader of the Magic Guild until my memory returns, so I've entrusted Mia with my responsibilities for now. It's a great burden to impose upon one so young, but I have no choice. So yeah, we encountered the real Lemia. She was able to remove the mask with the use of Mia's magic mirror. And the magic mirror, and so then we confronted these women. Oh, right. Before I forget, there was turns out that the leader, the head priestess of the shrine, was also a fake. So the head priestess of the shrine was a fake. The just straight up had manipulated people's memories into accepting that she was definitely always there. Zenobia had disguised herself as Lemia, and the fortune teller lady was also evil. The three of them they have very similar facial structures, so they seem to be sisters. I can't remember if in the cutscene they mentioned whether or not they're sisters. So then we fought them off. Galleon was like, "Oh, how could I have been so blind? I was, manipulated by Zenobia and her sisters." And Galleon Galleon requested us to escort him back to Berg, so that way he can talk to the White Dragon, because clearly, there's something foul afoot. Right. Jessica didn't know who she was because she didn't exist. So yeah. And that brings us to here. So I believe we are just going to meet Galleon somewhere else. You already... Okay, I apologize, Claudia, for explaining parts that you already had been here for. Yeah, Mother's doing very well, very happy for her. She's also regaining her memory and her magical powers, but no one seems to know if she'll be as adept with magic as she was before, Until she recovers, I have to protect Vane from Galleon. Oh, interesting. She seems to believe that Galleon is evil. It's my duty as the next leader of the Magic Guild and as the daughter of Lemia. Mia's such a devoted person. I'll use all my power to help Mia protect Vane and the Magic Guild. I'm an elite student. If I combine my powers with Mia's, I guarantee we won't have any more trouble here. And if Mia sees how hard I'm working to help her, perhaps she'll develop feelings for me. One of these days, Alex, I think we're going to have to buy Nash a clue. So yeah, Luna is back in our team for a little bit. I think I know that like eventually she, runs out of like she gets kidnapped or something for real. But anything else in them? Magic is the stuff that created our world and which holds it together. There must also be magic in the sea and the sky. Okay. No more human is allowed to enter Althena's tower and gaze upon the goddess herself. That honor is reserved exclusively for the Dragon Master. Okay. Do you have anything to say? Vile Tribe is going around and kidnapping the best singers they can find? Just what are they plotting? Nothing good. There's a little sign. What does that say? Humans once lived on the blue star. The proof can be seen in the ruins scattered across its surface. The most prominent of the ruins is the blue spire on the edge of the vast western desert. What a disturbing turn of events. Nothing like this has happened in the history of the guild. But by consulting that history, we can use our knowledge of the past to deal with the present. Good idea, old man. Alex, let's read a few more of these books. According to legend, we once lived on the blue star, but no one knows how or why we now live in this world. I wonder if that's why I feel so strange when I look at the blue star. Oh man, I've been decided to write a book about what happened to Lamia. It's gonna be hard writing about something so painful to everyone in the Magic Guild. Vane is the place in which our knowledge of the magical arts is kept, and in which that knowledge is taught to each new generation of mages and priests. Interesting. So priests are officially recognized as being like of the same sort as mages. World has gone too long without a Dragon Master. I have a feeling the next one is about to be born. See, Alex? Everyone knows you're meant to become the next Dragon Master. Oops. I was actually referring to several potential Dragon Masters teaching at the Magic Guild. Blue Star is colder than the coldest heart. A barren orb encased within a thick layer of ice. Interesting. Hey, Ling! Small number of magicians believe that Althena has entered into a deep sleep of sorts, but are unsure as to when or if she will reawaken. Ooh, someone hid money in this book. Score! 10 silver. Oh, great. Oh, interesting. 10 silver. Enough with the intellectual act, Alex. So, this version, I believe, then does still make use of a variety of the working designs changes to the English version, because I'm pretty sure that's actually supposed to be 100 silver. So the fact that it's 10 silver means that we are playing the version of the game with more difficult monsters and also worse like money in treasure chests. Hi, Cypher. What are the Vile Tribe anyway? They're, as far as we know right now, they're basically just the evil people that or no, let me rephrase. They are like a group of people, or like a tribe or a kingdom or something that Althena had done battle with in the past, and that she had like sealed them away or something. They had been like driven off of the continent because they were evil, more or less. Dragon magic is perhaps the most powerful magic of all, but it can be used only by the one who proves worthy of protecting the goddess. You can read this book 100 times over, you can study the history of magic for decades, but unless and until you use magic in a combat situation, you'll never know the true extent of your skill. Surely they don't call themselves that? I don't remember. It's what everybody else calls them, and we are not we are not part of the Vile tribe, so it's what we call them as well. They were supposed to. Hey, they were supposed to have been banished by Althenia. No, by Althena, but they attacked Vayne. Why did Althena banish them instead of destroying them? Ooh, that's a good question. Why didn't she prevent them from attacking us? Lamia doesn't have Galleon to support her, but her daughter Mia is doing a fine job. Despite all that's happened, the Magic Guild is as strong as ever. I think Mia's a stronger person after what she saw at the Star Shrine. I know that Althena values all life, but the lives of the Vile tribe aren't worth saving. Oh, brutal. I thought something was wrong with Lamia, but an imposter? I never would have guessed. Now I don't know what to believe, or who to trust. Why is everyone afraid of the Vile tribe when we have Galleon to protect us? All right, I think we've gotten enough background information here. Heard all about the Vile tribe coming into town. Wish I hadn't either, because now I'm jumpier than a jackrabbit. No, that's a house. Hold on. We just want to do this. As a heads up, your area is getting hammered by storms, so if you suddenly disappear, your internet has cut out. Well, goodness, I hope you stay safe. Vayne was besieged by a witch? I'd heard that Lamia was acting strangely. Now you know the reason why. From now on, we'll have to be even more selective about who can use the spring. You have the same Galleon who fell for the imposters protect you? That feels very reassuring. How does Vayne float in the air? Alright, let's see. "15 friend times! Ta-da!" Alright. This can't be. Members of the Vile tribe invading our world? Why are they doing it? We're not sure either. Heard that Galleon was looking into the matter of a strange sorceress rumored to be in Vayne. If anyone can determine what's going on, it's him. Oh, okay, we can... Posture is fixed. I am stretching. I will have water in a moment. AC in your house is out right now and it sucks. Yeah, I can imagine. Also, I apologize, everybody. I will be yawning a lot. I had LARP this last weekend, and while I am less ruined by LARP than I have been in the previous games, I'm still very sleepy, so... Vile tribes were banished to distant lands by the goddess, and now they walk in Vayne. I had heard faint rumors that the goddess was no longer in her ivory tower. Now I believe them. Vile tribe's invasion of Vayne was only the beginning. There are darker days ahead. Phaecia was our head priestess before Jessica arrived here. Who could have known Phaecia's true intentions back then? Jessica hasn't returned since she went to visit her childhood friend. It's easy to forget that even Jessica has to stay in touch with her feminine side. Fine with thunderstorms, but the potential tornado threat has you on edge? Yeah, I can imagine. Jeez. Faith in the goddess has been shaken. Why does she allow the Vile tribe to rear its ugly head without fear of retribution? Unless she's not here at all. Did you say hi to Dad while you were gone? Did he give you any presents? Dad said I can have anything you don't want. Phaecia, one of the Vile tribe! I can't believe it! All those years of brown-nosing and I never knew the truth. I always thought that if the goddess became human, she'd be like Phaecia. I think this might be some script inconsistencies, because it really made it seem like Phaecia, like, Jessica had been here for a while and apparently never encountered Phaecia, so... Vile tribe is becoming more aggressive towards us, but how can we protect the goddess without a dragon master? Someone just told me this was Althena's shrine. Who's Althena? My wife? Wait, I know. I bet he was hit by a confusion spell. No wonder I've been so forgetful lately. Who are you kids again? Maybe the memories are still altered? Quite possibly, yeah. Midwest put schools on break for a few days due to tornado watches? Dang. Who's her childhood friend? Kyle. Kyle, the bandit leader. What can I do for you today? Do you have new swords for me? Nope. I think you sort of forget sometimes that girl has a childhood friend she likes might be anything other than Sapphire. Yeah. Well, in this case, it's it's not always clear whether or not like she knew Kyle. Like, it's not made immediately obvious that she knew Kyle from when she was a kid. So. And that is everything I know of the situation as it stands at this moment. Visiting the White Dragon to gather more information is quite prudent at this time. For you see, I suspect that the Magic Emperor aspires to the rank of Dragon Master. Oh, that's right. The Vile Tribe also has the assistance of some person calling themselves the Magic Emperor. Only Quark would know whether or not this Magic Emperor aspires to Dragon Masterhood for certain. The Magic Emperor? That's a frightening thought. The fact that he hijacked Lemia's powers lends weight to your argument, though. You guys, what? Huh? Dad, it looks like we have guests. Oh, Alex, welcome. I heard your story from Galleon. How'd you do in Vane? Oh, before I forget, this is my daughter, Jessica. Jessica, aren't you going to say hello? Of course. How do you do, Alex? My father has told me so much about you. Watch, Null's gonna fuck this up. Hello? What are you talking about, Jessica? Do you have a brain cramp or something? And what a fascinating creature you've brought with you, Alex. Null, shut up! So you're hoping to become a Dragon Master? Wonderful! You'll have to tell me all about your adventures someday. Hello, Jessica, don't you remember us from Shut it, Null! What a cute little kitty! How does he talk? What do you think, lad? Isn't my daughter the most beautiful lass you ever set your eyes on? I only hope she can get over her shyness. What? Mel's not very good at keeping a straight face. I should help him out. At last! You made it. There's no time to waste. We need a new Dragon Master. I hesitated to become one because of dying, but I can't let my personal feelings prevent me from doing what must be done. We have to meet with Quark and determine the locations of the other dragons. Maybe an adventure with you would help my daughter come out of her shell, Alex. Glad you enjoy Maribia. Please stay in our city as long as you wish. Why is Jessica pretending not to know us, Alex? The ship to Caldor Isle isn't ready yet, but the sailors are working as quickly as they can. They said they'd be ready to sail by tomorrow morning. Dad, why don't we let Alex and his friends stay here tonight? I'd love to hear their tales of adventure. That's a fine idea, Jessica, but you won't get scared by their stories, will you? I'll be fine, Dad. North Central US is getting hit hard at the moment. You're fully preparing to be hiding down in your basement at some point between now and midnight? Dang. Please do your best to stay safe, Cypher. Alright then. Alex, make yourself at home. Click clack. Here's my room, guys. Relax. Take a load off. Are you feeling okay? One second, you're you, and the next you're completely different. Yes, I feel fine, Nall. You don't get it, do ya? Why is Jessica acting so strangely? Is she feeling alright? Where are you going, Alex? Did you hear a word Jessica said? Of course I remember you. I just couldn't say anything in front of my dad. Why not? My father always tells me how much I remind him of my mom. If he knew that I was really like him, and that I was sneaking out of the shrine to go on my own adventures, he'd freak out, and I'd be grounded until I was 50. How do you stand it? I could never keep my true self hidden away. Not from someone who cared for me as your father cares for you. I feel so badly for Jessica. She leads one life for herself and another for her father. Why doesn't she just come out and tell him the truth? Nothing good comes out of keeping secrets from your loved ones. Does it, Alex? So what happened to you guys in Vane? No one's sleeping until I get every unsavory detail. It happened like this. Jessica, unfortunately, Claudia, it is not like that. However, I do believe that there are Yuri ships of her and Mia. And that's all I have to say about that. So everyone at the shrine was enchanted by the spell? How embarrassing! You're lucky you skipped out of school that day. What? I don't know what you're talking about, Nall. Yeah, I mean, this comes from the era of, like, anime girls being cute without necessarily being, like, weird gooner bait, you know? Here, we're gonna, my poor model is all over the place here. There we go. So, like, most art of the two of them was just, like, two cute girls being cute next to each other, you know what I mean? Galleon's a great magician, but he can't be expected to do this all by himself. Alex, I think you should talk to Quark too and find out what you can from him. Anyway, it's time for bed. Good night, you guys. See you all in the morning. I knew we'd be returning home, Alex, but not with Galleon as our escort. I guess our adventure is coming to an end. Man, am I pooped. Good night, Nall. And good night, Alex. Anime cutscene! Alex slept on the floor. Good morning. Good morning, Luna. What's wrong? You look like you're about to faint. I had the dream again. That's all it is, Luna. Just a dream. I know, but you're right, Alex. Let's just bid farewell to Master Mal. Hey, Alex. Did you sleep well? I sure did. Galleon's probably waiting for you at the harbor. Better not keep him. Please take care of yourselves and come back soon. I'll pray to the goddess to keep you all safe. Since I study at the shrine, my prayers get first priority. Man, I still can't get used to the other Jessica. There's nothing I'd like more than to sail with you on Galleon to Saith, but it's best I stay here. In these troubled times, the citizens are already starting to get scared. If I left, it might start a panic, and we don't want that, lad. One other thing, okay, actually something that I do think is worth noting is that Alex in this version, Nash like talks about how Alex has like great magical potential and that he would make like a fine magician. That makes more sense in the original version of this game where Alex doesn't have He doesn't have sword dance or explosion staff or flash cut or vigor, or he might have one of these, but not like, you know, not in the same like order or whatever. Um, in the original like Sega CD version of this game, Alex just has like fireball and stuff like that. Like he just has magic, right? And so it makes far more sense when Nash is like, yeah, like you could be a great wizard, is because like Alex's skills are just like straight up magic skills. I hear there's a fake dragon master in the village of Lan. Thought I was safe in the countryside, but perhaps I was wrong. Nash and Mia currently have some of our accessories, which I'm not thrilled about, but, you know, it is what it is. Spontaneously, like, you multi-classed with Sorcerer? No, like, it's just that those are his skills in the original game, is that, like, he's a sword guy, and also he has magic spells. So he doesn't have like sword dance or whatever. He has here. I can look it up real quick because I haven't played a ton of the Sega CD version. I just have done a lot of like wiki reading. Lunar Alex skills. Yeah. So okay, here we go. So in the original game, gets Fireball, which is like a single target spell. Apparently he learns that at Maribia. So I guess in the meantime he's just a sword guy. But then he learns some healing spells. He learns more fire spells with like different ranges and stuff. And then he learns light magic by the end. So he's got like light and fire magic, and then he also learns dragon magics. And in Silver Star Story Complete, which is what this version of the game is based on, he just has his like physical attack, his like physical skills and dragon skills. Hello, Boo. Hey. Rule of 3 is very important. Doesn't seem like too common of a thing for this kind of game, really. It makes more sense if you consider the archetype of like the JRPG hero, like literally like hero as like a thing that exists in JRPGs as a culture because of Dragon Quest. Because the original Dragon Quest hero had like sword abilities and fire magic and holy magic and could heal because it was like a single player, like a single character who had to do all that stuff. And then the like hero class from Dragon Quest kind of developed over time, with it being kind of a jack of all trades class. So I do think that he's got a better like class identity in Silver Star Story Complete. One of the other things to keep in mind is that in the original version, the original Sega CD version of this game, Luna does not go on the boat with you. So you lose your healer. And I'm not sure how immediately effective Nash is in the original one. So especially for like this portion of the game where we've had Luna to act as like our healer and also occasional, additional damage, like Alex in the original game is pulling that role. The one in 3 who is definitely a girl and cute. Hell yeah. Wait. Dragon Quest 3? Yes, Dragon Quest 3 you can be a girl. And Dragon Quest 4, I believe you can also be a girl. I think, is it 4 or 5? Shining Force is something similar where the swordsman hero eventually learns some magic as time goes on. DQ 3, 4, 9, and 10. Yeah, 9 is the one where you're like basically like an angel or whatever. Came out on the DS, right? Bazap! That might literally be... Bazap might literally be a Dragon Quest spell, actually. Galleon? No, I think I'm only on my second court. What do you ask? I guess you're never too young to become a lush. Just like the Ramblin' Rover song. Drunkard's barely 20. Sober men aplenty, and drunkard's barely 20. This tavern has everything a man needs. Booze, women, and gambling. I think there's plenty of room for improvement. Such as stronger beer and smaller outfits for the hostesses. Jesus Christ. I'm always thinking, you know? Here we go, man. Loser pays for the drinks. Oh, you know what? Actually, DQ5 is the one with the child mechanic. They don't just let... Yeah, I mean, Claudia, I think Japan even now is still trying to come to terms with the fact that trans women exist. So, like, you know, Enix in the, like, early 90s? Definitely not.
Every time I play this game, all I hear is, okay, plot plane happening. Okay, but in the original version of this game, I'm very, very happy for you that you're having so much fun. You're also a nerd.
Wait, hold on. Side room? Hold on. Oh, damn. Thought we'd be able to get something cool. No. It's just a set piece. It's not an actual treasure chest. Went to the Ren Fair down here last weekend. Nice. Girl can dream anyway. Look, I'm sure that somebody has hacked a version of DQ5 to let you be a girl. You're in dire need of sporin? Like Neosporin? I'm confused. Oh, a sport. Okay. I don't know what a sporin is. I assume it's some kind of, like, medieval clothing. Same thing with a Glengarry cap. The pouch that hangs in front of a kilt. Okay. You would recommend a roguishighlander.com? Supposed to buy my engagement ring here, but I'm finding myself more interested in the clerks, which makes me think I'm not ready to settle down just yet. Welcome to Ramus's store. My boss works hard to make this place a success. I admire that kind of dedication. I hate to admit this, but Ramus is already a better businessman than I ever was. He's even talking about opening up stores in other cities around the world. He calls it franchising. Sounds like Ramus is doing wonderfully, Alex. I wonder if he's going to open a store in Berg. Welcome to Ramus's store, Green Eyes. I only wish that you were on sale. New stuff! We already have a chainmail, we already have a silver shield. But we don't have a silver sword. It's a shiny stabber, according to the... Thank you for looking at my wares, Green Eyes. Promise me you'll come back soon for another peek. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Your two kilts are through Verilas, not cheap, but you know they don't fund Fash. Your Glengarry cap, which you'll put a picture in the Discord of, was 33 bucks versus the normal price of 80. Silver Sword, that was a whole linchpin of the plot in Neverwinter Nights 2. Haven't been back to Berg in so long. Do you ever miss it, Alex? I know I do sometimes. If you see my dad, tell him my business is doing great. so now we just need to go to the... What is this kid? You went to Vane, huh? How was it? Were there any toy stores? Sorry, kid, but there weren't any. Plenty of magic users, though. No, toy stores? That's no fun. When are you going to find me a toy store? Hurry up! I'll wait here. Oh, duh. There we go. Okay, I can go between buildings for some reason. Do, boo, boo. You say someone is kidnapping the best singers of our world? This is why I prefer the company of the sea to the company of men. All men have evil in their hearts. Some are merely able to conceal it better than others. Captain's been busting our chops to make sure Mel's boat is shipshape. It's never fun when you're suffering from the Queen Mother of all godforsaken hangovers. I just want to know why the hell we're taking Galleon to Caldor Isle in the first place. Good morning. I trust you slept well. Are you ready to sail? I'm ready. Then let us not waste another moment. To Berg! Glengarry cap is the hat you assumed it was. It's got the little floof. It has ribbons on the back. They traditionally have a square of your tartan and a badge on it. To the quiet Berg of Berg, indeed. So tell me, what drives you to become the Dragon Master? What leads you to attempt what so many others before you have tried and failed to achieve? Well... I want to protect the people of our world. And the people I care about. How very noble of you. But the Dragon Master's power is meant for much more than mere protection, and the magnitude of his responsibility to wield that power well is immeasurable. May I ask another question of you? Of course, sir. If you had to choose between the survival of the one you cared about the most, or the lives of everyone in our world, which would it be? One or many? Love or duty? How could anyone make that choice? A Dragon Master is forced to make such choices every day of his existence. But we're getting considerably ahead of ourselves, aren't we? You're not a Dragon Master yet. Not even close. Think about my question during your travels, boy. The closer you are to becoming a Dragon Master, the more important it is to answer. Strangely specific question? Yep. I'm sure he doesn't have any trauma or anything. By the way, Luna, so renowned is your singing voice that word of your abilities spread all the way to Vane. When we reach Berg, I would desire nothing more than to hear you. I don't think my voice is that special, but I'd be honored to sing for you, Master Galleon. I look forward to it, Luna. There's no need to be modest about your talent. You have a gift. You should share it with the world. Look, Alex! Over there, on the edge of the horizon! It's safe! It's so good to be back home. Well, what a quaint little hovel this is. You look tired, boy, but as they say, no rest for the wicked. Take me to the cave of the White Dragon. I'm anxious to catch up with him. Check it out, Galleon joins the party! He is level 99. We cannot change his equipment. We cannot use his equipment. He does have some real good magic. He has Inferno, an all enemies flame attack. Nitro Dagger, all enemies ice attack. Tornado, all enemies wind attack. And Rock and Roll, all enemies earth attack. Obviously, if we were struggling before, we will not be struggling while Galleon is in the party. He's definitely not evil, right? Super not evil. Alright, what we're going to do, though, is we are going to save real quick. Let's see. Like, you know, let's chat with some folks. Brett went to Maribia on the same ship as you, but he's back and up to his old tricks. He's been crooked for so long he doesn't know the meaning of the word straight. What a shame. I thought he might change his ways after we humiliated him. What's wrong with you? You kids are say about. You might want to take your hand out of your beer mug. Hello, children. You've probably guessed that my little trip to Maribia didn't exactly pan out. So now I'm back here running the same old cons. It's terribly depressing, really. Still not old enough to drink, are you, kids? We don't want your beer anyway. How could it possibly taste any better than milk? Calling your place a hovel is definitely a thing good people do. Well, in this case, this isn't even our town, so, you know. But yes, being insulting towards small town folks, generally not the best move if you're trying to establish yourself as a good guy. How's Maribia? What? You had your diamond stolen? See, I told you, Maribia is a bad place filled with worse people. Not everyone in Maribia is a thief, Grandpa Grumpy. You went to Maribia? Oh, I envy you. The jewelry, the clothes, the food. Where's my travel bag? Still don't have the magic key. Lunar, I'm not gifted. I spent years practicing, jerk. Still, you know, the thing that gets me, though, is that I still can't figure out exactly what class Alex would be if he were a Pathfinder character. Luna's obviously a bard. Nash is probably a sorcerer because he's got, like, the dramatic flair. Mia is either a wizard or a sorcerer, or she could also be, like, a dual element kineticist. Because it's unclear how much of her stuff is actually, like, learned, you know what I mean? And not just, like, kind of personally developed. But, Jessica is like a spellcaster focused cleric who has high strength and picked up like proficiency in maces and hammers and stuff, and is like potentially part hobgoblin ? Who else? Kyle is like is probably like he's either a fighter or a ruffian rogue, I think is what they're called. The type of rogue that is like strength based. And he has whatever like multi-class line that lets him like be really good at two-handed weapons. Sega CD Alex would definitely be a Magus. But modern Alex, I'm not sure. Because like Sword Dance, I think technically does wind damage, potentially. But it could also, like, I assumed anyway that Sword Dance did wind damage, Explosion Staff did fire damage, but like maybe they both just do like physical skill damage. And then he's got like a self buff, you know, so maybe he is just like a fighter, and then he gets like, you know, Special Boy of Destiny skills later on from his dragon stuff. Fighter with some dedication feats? Yeah. Quite possibly. Remember when these things were, like, dangerous? Check this out. Oh, I do not have enough voice yet to, So anyway, here's Inferno. Could the right god make paladin or inquisitor work? Maybe. I was thinking like, I think that there's some kind of dragon related like archetype in Pathfinder, and so that makes me think that Alex could just be one of those. You know, like fighter plus that or something. With how many of those there are, you wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, like basically champion wouldn't work, I think. Although I guess Dragon Masters are like champions of the goddess Althena. But he's not defense oriented, he's offense oriented. And Vindicator, which is the new term for Inquisitor, is a ranger. And Alex doesn't feel like a ranger to me. Yeah, Inquisitor is explicitly the like evil, like vindicators of evil deities are Inquisitors. Still remember looking through Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous class lists. Yeah, so like Wrath of the Righteous is based on first edition Pathfinder, and I am like trying to figure out what he'd be in second edition because that's what I play. Inferno. Oh, we're gonna speed this up a little bit. That's a really impressive spell the first time. How do I leave? I'm not trying to do all these fights. Oh, he only gets 2 attacks? Damn. That means that he and Alex have the same amount of... Yeah, but remember when this whole area was like a noteworthy like danger, and now even if we didn't have Galleon, like Alex would probably be able to clear these guys typically on his own with like very little effort. You haven't played a lot of it tabletop. Most of your experience is looking at it and playing a bit of Kingmaker / Woder. Yeah. Lunar leveled up. Hey, we finally found the exit. Alright, there's a chance that... Like, I keep waiting for stuff to break bad with Luna. You know what I mean? Suppose Galleon is a mage even if he's level 99. True! Alright, step 1. So we gotta find his dad and tell him that he's doing alright. Hey Alex, good to see you again. Suppose my lazy son's right behind you. What? He started a business in Maribia? I didn't know he had any talent. Oh well, he'll give up soon enough and come back crying. Count on it. My son is meant to lead this village someday, not sell trinkets to people with no brains and too much money. Yeah, dude, see, this is why nobody likes small town dads like this, because you refuse to acknowledge that your kid has plenty of talent, just not in his original environment. I'm so worried. Ramus could be hungry and homeless on the streets of Maribia right now. You don't need to worry. Ramus is fine. He's running his own business in Maribia. To think that Ramus is the owner of such a large and successful store. I'm so proud of him. I just hope he's smart enough not to get bamboozled by those bad people in Maribia. Hilariously, as somebody who grew up, like, not even in, like, a super small town, but still, like, not in the city, this is sort of how people, like, in towns just, like, view the city. They're just like, ah, yes, the city where danger and crime exists. Like, Happy. Alex, isn't Remus with you? That kid's been missing since he left the village with you. I knew something like this would happen to that knucklehead. Remus is in Maribia. He owns a store. He's working very hard, thank you. No, you see, that's the small town treatment you're used to, yeah? Too bad you had to miss the festival, you two. Alex, it just wasn't the same without your beautiful music accompanying Luna. You'll perform at next year's festival, won't you? We have to practice when we return from our adventure, don't we, Alex? Out of curiosity, this guy's not going to have any new stuff, right? My, Alex! Welcome back to the village! Look like you're turning into a fine warrior. Yeah, you do not have anything new. Okay. TV goes through a lot of effort to enforce that idea. Yes, but honestly, it's like it's just kind of this vague idea that like the city is where danger exists. You know what I mean? Like you'd talk to people and I'd be like, oh yeah, like I'm going into Boston or whatever. And everybody would be like, oh, you gotta be real careful. You gotta be real careful. And I'm like, you realize that I'm like gonna be in like a mall or something, you know? Like, wasn't the same without Alex accompanying Luna? Seems an odd way to say it when Luna wasn't there either. A holdover? Probably. Same way we all assume Chicago is more dangerous than Nashville. Yeah, like ultimately it's like this weird culture clash, and I'm sure that like racism plays into it. Alex! Null, what are you doing back in the village so soon? What? You're guiding Master Galleon across our island? Oh my! Master Galleon! Please forgive my ignorance. I did not recognize you. This is such a great honor. Please have mercy on my son and shower him with the benefit of your wisdom. Your son is already wise beyond his years. He reminds me so much of Dyne. It's frightening, really. Oh my goodness, is that Master Galleon with you, Alex? I can't believe it. Galleon, it is an honor to meet one of the four heroes. Alex, you should have given me some sort of warning. My hair's a mess. Were you okay on your trip? Did you catch a cold? Did you get a tummy ache? You feel warm. We're all fine. You've become a man, Alex. No doubt about it. I've never been more proud of you. I went to Nashville a few years back and it was wild. Alright, this is our basement. I wonder if we have any unique dialogue with Galleon here. Ah, we do. This monument is pathetic. A feeble attempt to keep Dyne's memory alive. Our world must stop dwelling on the relics of the past and look to the future. A future ruled by one stronger than a feeble dragon master. One who can unite the world with pure strength of will alone. Yeah, dude, this is just villain monologue. Bro. I guess this is like a game aimed at children, but like, boy howdy, does this guy just scream, I'm evil and going to betray you soon. Man, if only there was like a well-known male wizard, you know, who you know, had mastery over magic. You know, surely this magic emperor, you know, couldn't be him, could it? Galleon, are you okay? Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, chill out. Do you suppose you tend to assume that how dangerous a town is for you would correlate to how much they vote for Republicans? I mean, there's many things, but yeah, honestly. Hello, Brownie. My machinations went undetected for years, for I am a master of deception, right? Like, for the record, Nashville has more jumps in crime than Chicago, though national news only focuses on one of those, so it relates to how much Fox News you watch. Yeah. Part of it is that Chicago has a couple of times the number of people that Nashville does, so the absolute number of crimes is high, even though crime is proportionately lower. Yeah. Part of it is that we don't have very good, like, math literacy you know, in the country. So people are like, ah, but number bigger. A scale of 1 to Palpatine's address to the Senate. How evil is that monologue? I gotta be honest, I don't even know if Luna's necessary at this point. Like, Galleon is helping us just wreck face. There we go. She saved us 1 whole hit point of damage. Remember when these guys were difficult? Remember when I was like, "Oh man, we're running into the crystals. Like this is a big deal." Literacy is legitimately the biggest problem in the U.S. Yeah, I mean, deep breath in as a student of public health. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Boo! Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. Monkey. So wait, did I miss something? No. Okay. Nope. This isn't the right way, right? Oh, ow. Hi, Jackie. Ow. That was unpleasant. Where do I go again? Because that's the big loop. So then we go this way, and then here. Yeah, there we go. We go this way. Oop, bug. Boog. I do appreciate that these enemy formations are spread out to give low level party the most chance to like have some of them not make it all the way across the map. But now it mostly just serves to make it difficult for Alex to like find one and hit them. Of all the things to see in theaters in 2025, Revenge of the Sith is probably top tier. Galleon's name really looks like it's cramped in there. It's because it is. Like, luckily luckily the system doesn't have the same kind of like strict character spacing that other things might have. But Galleon definitely has smaller letters than Alex or Luna does. Okay. Since this could be it, folks. So we're gonna save real quick. Forks Lair. Haven't started in on Andor season 2 yet, but you're excited. You won't forget the time a great uncle of yours asked you, a short, skinny dork who's at increased risk of sunstroke, have you thought about joining the military? In your experience, rural folks really struggle to grasp any situation outside their own experiences. I mean, I think I watched an interview by oh god, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but his like internet tag or whatever, like his TikTok account is like liberal redneck or something like that, and he's a comedian, right? But he was talking about how like most people in small rural towns like that like don't fall into that trap of like not of like a lack of curiosity. Basically, most people who like have that curiosity tend to like get the hell out of Dodge at like 18, right? Like they like graduate from high school and they leave and they do not come back. And everybody else who like doesn't have that same kind of like itch to them, you know, to like learn more and to like seek out, you know, like other locales. They just don't leave their hometown, or they live, you know, one town over or something, and so like it's kind of a self-selecting process. Just watching the first arc of Andor season 2 last week. Just oof, yeah, great 10 out of 10 storytelling, but also oof. Yeah, Andor is one that I really have to watch, like season 1 and 2. Watched season 1 a while back and knew that season 2 was going to hit hard during, quote, Gestures at World. People do in general. You have a reverse story about the small children of one of your mother's colleagues who asked as we toured our garden why there were carrots in the dirt. That's true. There's stories about how people are like, oh, you can't eat that fruit, right? Like you can't eat those apples off the tree. They're not safe to eat because the only safe apples to eat are the ones you buy from a store. Like sometimes, like, you know, you end up with similar sorts of lack of curiosity in like suburbs. It just is a slightly different flavor, right? See folks in local Woburn itching to move south so they can be incurious too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, part of it is that we just have, like, especially over the last 30 years or so, 30, 40 years, people have just been, like, people of certain mentalities want to move to live near other people with similar mentalities, right? So we've seen, like, a concentration of certain ideologies based on certain geographies. Quark says, you have returned, Alex, and even stronger than when I last beheld you. Galleon, it has been many years since I last saw you. 15, to be precise, Quark. Not since that dark day when dear Dragon Master died. Ah, yes, I remember all too well your disappointment. Quark, I have a question to ask of you. This girl, the one they call Luna, is she the child born that day? Ah. Huh. Truth is a dangerous thing to some, Galleon. If you knew the truth, perhaps it would. Our world is on the verge of chaos, dear Quark. And I must know if the cause is what I suspect it to be. Tell me, Quark. Tell me the truth. I deserve to know. You are the Dragon Master's best friend, Galleon. If he trusted you with his life, I can trust you with the truth. Yes, Luna is the one. Surely you understand why Dine kept this from you. Galleon? Okay. Hold on. He's having his moment. We're gonna restart. So that way we can take the stuff off Luna because he's definitely about to kidnap her. Part of that is the reason I've kind of given up teaching kids things. Like, you need to do a microgarden to teach your daughter some of those things. Yeah. Also, like, you remember we planted beans in school? This man is evil as fuck. Yes. He's super evil. It's actually interesting. We always see art of Alex with the hat on. In the original Sega CD version, his character portrait has the hat, like has the little hat. His original gear has the hat as well, but his like character portrait in Silver Star Story does not have the hat, which is I always thought it was kind of interesting. Kadokawa has been mass publishing RPGs in the last few years. I assume that they are anime inspired RPGs. Also, like games, even if a game is even like moderately successful, most of the time publishers make their money back. You know. Okay, sleep well. I love you.
What did you do? Yes.
Okay, sorry, Luna. We need to remove all of your gear. Okay. So we're just gonna button mash through this. Kadokawa's Xbox store is lengthy at this point. They also have multiple collections that look like they were made on RPG Maker. Why? Is something bad going to happen?
Oh, then the time has finally come. My little act has reached its curtain call. But please, hold your applause.
Egads!
Athena, what have you done, Galleon?
Not Galleon, dear Quark. Magic Emperor Galleon!
Magic Emperor?
Galleon, no!
My first order of business shall begin with your enslavement, Quark!
Here's our pension plan for heroes. Just leave your belongings at the door. Yeah, I feel like Galleon is probably inspired by Golbez from FF4 in his aesthetic.
Quark shall be the cornerstone of a new order. My world order. But who shall be my queen?
Luna! Now I know the truth. The world shall be mine on a delicious half shell. Yeah, so Boo, Galleon in the Japanese translation did not have the weird like. 'Cause, so, to be clear, right? If it was not already perhaps hinted by things, I'm going to spoil a little bit of this game. Luna is a reincarnation of the goddess Athena. And in this version, the Working Designs translation wrote in Galleon being in love with the goddess, not Luna specifically. But because Luna is the reincarnation, transitive property, basically, right? So in the original Japanese script, he does not have that same like attraction or affection or love or whatever for Althena. It's just like he just like wants to be, you know, the guy in charge, and he needs Luna's connection to Althena to do it. So yeah, unfortunately for this remake, they just like reused the Working Designs translation, which I personally think is probably like one of the weakest parts of Lunar, honestly. It was very important at the time because like early 90s, most games weren't getting like seriously localized. Like when Lunar hit the US, it was one of the first games to do what it was doing. Especially something so anime like this, because you know, we had like Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest and stuff, and maybe a couple other things, but nothing that was like so explicitly like Japanese and anime. And so Working Designs like made a lot of decisions that nowadays people would not have done. Like they seriously edited the script of like edited in like a change, like seriously made serious changes and additions to the script because localization as a thing like didn't really exist in the way that we think of it. Like, and the Japanese company didn't have, like, the Japanese company that made this game, Game Arts, I think, like they didn't speak a ton of English, so like they couldn't like they couldn't vibe check it, you know. Actually giving old Transformers vibes. Yeah. Anyway, Null says, what happened? Where am I? This is Alex's house, but I thought we were in the cave. Null? Alex, what happened to us? Last thing I remember is going into the White Dragon Cave with Galleon. Wait, I remember now. I know what happened. Luna! Alex, she was kidnapped. Alex, Null, you're finally awake. Galleon took Luna and... I know, Null. You were brought here by an old friend, a man named Lake. He found you in the White Dragon Cave and brought you here. I believe he's at Dine's monument. You should go and thank him for saving your lives. You probably would have frozen to death had he not discovered you. Yeah, this was published by Gung Ho, yeah? Alex, you're awake! You're alive! I'm so worried about you. I prayed to Althena the entire time you slept. I don't know what I would have done without my precious little boy. Of course I'm worried about Luna, but I know you'll save her. You're my precious little adventurer. Alex, Galleon might have taken Luna's body away, but her heart is always with you. Remember that, son, and get going! Every moment she's held hostage by that leech is a moment too long. Alex, you and Luna have grown up together. Your mother and I have watched a bond form between you. We've watched that bond turn from friendship into love. I don't know if you've told her how you feel, Alex. Perhaps she already knows. But you must tell her now. Save her from Galleon. Dad is just like, go get him, Tiger. We'll be rooting for you. Yeah. Oh, Alex, the man who saved you from the White Dragon Cave hiked up to Dine's monument. He was here once before, if memory serves. Why don't you go and speak to him? Like? Ho, good! You two are awake. I was afraid your sleep might be of the eternal type. Thank you for helping us, Like. We owe you our lives. But what the heck were you doing in the White Dragon Cave? I thought you might ask me that and all, but mum's the word. I hate secrets. Alex, I'm sorry for what happened to Luna, but what are you going to do? What am I going to do? For starters, I'm going to bite Galleon right in the... I meant you, Alex. What do you plan to do now? I'm going to think and then act decisively, Alex. I'm going to defeat Galleon? No, I'm going to save Luna. I'm going to rescue Luna from Galleon's clutches. Galleon now fancies himself the Magic Emperor. He rules over the vile tribe of the frontier. Now that he's assumed the role of Magic Emperor, his power must be immense. Even knowing all this, Alex, will you still risk your life to fight him? Without question! Dragon Master Dyne would be proud of your bravery, Alex. He would marvel at the strength that you've nurtured in your heart. Alex, do you know what killed Dyne? No. As with many, Dyne fell victim to love. He swore to her that he would do anything for the woman he fancied. When the time came to protect her heart, he used all the power he had. And the Dyne everyone knew as the greatest Dragon Master ever perished. Ah. Ho! Love is never an easy thing, Alex. But you say you want to help Luna, so you must become the Dragon Master. Because to save her, you will fight a stronger opponent than Dyne ever faced. I'll do it like... Ha ha! Good answer. Here, Alex, I have something to cheer you up. After that depressing story about Dyne, I hope so. Oh, don't worry, Nall, I promise. You'll like this. I found this in the White Dragon Cave, Alex. I want you to have it. You're going to find it as useful as Dyne did. Dragon Wings! I'll see you soon. Wow, son, that sounds real dangerous. Better go get your girlfriend, har har har, be home for dinner. I mean, also, like, in their village, Alex is the only one capable of doing this, right? Also, it's the hero's journey, right? Like he has to have people being like, yes, you should go. Every dad when their kids are playing pretend outside. Do you know how this man died? Happy, content, with no regrets and surrounded by those he loved? It's a really cool rock. What a strange man, Alex. I'm glad he's... Oh, excuse me. I'm glad he's helping us, but why is he doing it? Glad you're going to fight Galleon. Because I'd hate to have to rescue Luna on my own. I'd hate to have to rescue the both of you. Okay, Alex. We need to find out where Galleon went. Maybe the White Dragon Wings Light gave us will help. Let's try them and see what happens. Okay. We successfully took all of Luna's gear off, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, so it lets us return to anywhere we have been. So, we're going to say one final goodbye to our parents. Okay, nothing new. Alex, we're in Maribia, but where did all these monsters come from? What's happening here? What the? Where did you come from? What magic was that? Jessica, what's going on? What does it look like? Get in here and help me out. We're getting the band back together. Gargoyles and a Shadow Lord. Ah, and we now have dragon magic. We don't have enough magic points to use dragon magic yet, but we now have the blessing of the white dragon, even if it's slightly removed. We're on a mission from God. Des. Hey, Embry! Hello! Let's see. If I remember correctly, it's like mid-morning for you, right? I'm doing really well. I'm playing one of my favorite games in the whole wide world. Ooh, 28 damage. That's pretty rough for her. It's 11? Yeah, I did it. Hydrate, we can do that. Thanks! You guys yanked my buns out of the fire. What happened here, Jessica? I went to the big shrine, and when I returned, the entire city had been overrun. I can't believe how fast the beasts attacked. Where are Luna and Galleon? Are they okay? Galleon has turned into the Magic Emperor. He commanded these beasts to attack Maribia. What? That's not all, Jessica. He enslaved the White Dragon and kidnapped Luna. This is... I can't even comprehend it. How could something so terrible have happened? Wait, I understand. Galleon sent these demons here to distract us from the real target. My father! Alex, we have to help him. He must be in the mansion, fighting single-handedly against Galleon's evil hordes. You heard her, Alex. Let's hurry. Not even Mel can hold off those maniacal fiends forever. So she has cool clothes, which, if we trade for a magic robe, increases normal defense by 1 and lowers magic and defense by 1. That is a nonsense. Like, who cares? So. Aha! Yeah! 93 was not enough damage to defeat him. Uh-oh. Oh, geez. Okay. Okay, Explosion Staff will hit both of them. We're gonna have her cast Heal Litany on herself.
Yeah! Blessing of Athena.
We are absolutely visiting the magic statue after this fight. There was peace until the Magic Emperor attacked. Hope the monsters don't destroy this house. I still have 28 years of mortgage payments to make. I'm so scared. Call Quark and tell him to kill the bad monsters. All right, we will. Alex, you can't call Quark. We have to face the fact that he's gone. What's the matter with you? Hurry up and call him. We need Quark here. Why isn't the Dragon Master here? Dyne and Mel would have killed the monsters by now. I do appreciate, actually, that they give multiple reasons for why, like, the old heroes can't just save shit. Part of it is that 15 years older, not necessarily in the same prime for themselves. Second of all, the new villain is one of the old previous heroes. He's, like, got all of his hero power and also the evil power, you know, that he gets from you know, joining the villains. So... Oh, these guys are weird. Let's use Flash Cut. I do appreciate that that's just the anime move of running by and like, you know, sheathing your sword and the enemies all like, you know, fall in half. Honestly, did not think that Jessica was going to get a turn before Alex, so feel a little bit silly for that one. Whatever. There's only one enemy left, so we're just going to bonk him. Just don't ask how the Vile Tribe felt about the situation before. If I remember correctly, the Vile Tribe were, like, explicitly evil. You have to remember, like, this is not a deep political thinker. This is the goddess, with the help of the previous crop of heroes, defeated the bad guys and sent the bad guys away. And now, 15 years later, one of the previous heroes has become the new leader of the bad guys. Like,
By the power of Althena!
do you have any new gear for me? Oh, you're empty. Okay. Ramus! Can't believe the fat kid is staying open with the Vile Tribe when the Vile Tribe is running loose on the streets. Not that I mind, of course. Just giving me more time to put the moves on these lovely ladies. I can't believe it. Even with all the monsters out there, my boss refuses to close up shop. I thought he was insane. Then I noticed how many people were coming here to buy equipment. Ramus is very smart. And very kind. And very, very cute. Hey, there we go. It's a big boy summer. Welcome to Ramus' store, Green Eyes. Oh, okay. Yep. We already did that bit. We're gonna buy 2 of those just as safety. Hey, Alex! Haven't seen you for a while, but I've been hearing of your adventures. Ramus, are you sure it's okay to keep your store open right now? The Vile Tribe is marching through the streets. Are you kidding? This is the best time to be open. When people are afraid, they want to buy protection, and I'm here to sell it to them. Apparently, apparently actually entering a store is what tipped things over here. What? That still wasn't enough? Jeebus. That is a fearsome battle cry there. Jeez. Uh-oh.
Get back on your feet!
That was not good. Can you, like, maintain targeting the same guy, please?
Blessing of Althena! blessing of Althena.
I am seriously tempted to actually reset because that's a really stupid way for her to burn her revival ring. Yeah. We're just gonna reset. To be fair, I do believe that the monsters that we're fighting are in fact like, or I don't know if monster's the right term, but like the enemies that we are fighting, these are the Vile Tribe. So. Okay. I do still want to fight these enemies. Oh, okay. Well, didn't mean to put auto on, but that's okay. Okay. Oh, big stretch. Okay.
By the power of Althena.
Okay. It's a red chest. When we get that key, it's gonna be really obnoxious for y'all, I assume, because I'm going to be checking literally every location on every map. Bro, this is embarrassing for you. Okay, well, let's go this way. Oh, I forgot to heal Alex ahead of time. That's not ideal. Like an FF1 or Chrono Trigger? I feel like I'm missing some part of your question here. I apologize. Oh, you mean with the magic key? Yeah, yeah. Both those games having some kind of magic key or they're unlocking them. But yeah, it was a thing in like old JRPGs where they'd be like, ah, yes, you know, if you want to get these special items, you're gonna have to like revisit. You're gonna have to remember all of the locations and revisit them. You know, after you get the key item. Started a signal fire to ask the people of Veen for help, but no one came down to assist us. I wonder if something has happened to them as well. Black Rose Street has always been a peaceful place to live, but now that the Vile tribe is around, what really worries me is Lamia. If she's doing badly, then Vane is in serious trouble. Did some of the old DQ games have that? They definitely did, yeah. Can barely imagine Vane being attacked by evil forces. Shining Force just gave you a tough choice. Fill up your inventory with things you can't use until later, or have to revisit those areas when you unlock the caravan. Some characters should have more inventory. You know, when you're playing 5e and you were a Centaur Lady Knight, you could carry a lot. I do appreciate that these guys, like, basically, like, point, you know, they're, like, calling you out. I just think it's funny. Oh shoot, we should be focusing attacks. Oh my god.
Blessing of Althena. By the power of Althena.
God, these things are so obnoxious. They have like just enough health to be annoying.
By the power of Althena.
And also our like I can't tell them apart. So the auto targeting is like causing us to choose the wrong targets.
By the power of Althena!
SF2 and 1, everyone had 4 slots, one of which was your weapon and also used for healing items. It also had Centaur ladies, the beginning of a lifelong love affair, but they did not carry extra. Still think there needs to be more Centaur Yori, although in your case the root of it is Piers Anthony novels. I don't know who Piers Anthony is, or was. One of the 3 who appeared in vain was the fortune teller who worked right here. I remember I was hoping that she'd tell my fortune. Especially our compatibility. You really had the hots for Royce? Her name is Royce? At last I can put a name to that heavenly face. Please come back to me, Royce. If only I'd asked her to divine our future together. Then she would have had to touch my palm. I'm not reading that one. Time for me to take action against the Vile tribe. Gonna use my magic to make them sneeze uncontrollably. The only thing they'll be stealing from us is handkerchiefs. Sounds crazy, but it might just work. What are you doing inside here when the Vile tribe is outside? Get out there and be the hero you always talk about becoming. Vile tribe will destroy the street and the city if you don't. Okay, Alex, now she's really starting to get on my nerves. It's awful. Just awful. This will emotionally scar me forever. I can't find my magic wig. I refuse to set foot outside this house until I once again have a natural-looking head of fake hair. Does this guy really think people care if he's balding or not? Early chat RPG character of yours was a lady centaur who lady had a lady centaur girlfriend? Hell yeah, boo! Piers Anthony was a questionable fantasy author who was big in the 70s and 80s. Some good ideas, some bad thoughts about gender and other things. He wasn't the guy that wrote the, like, gore books or whatever, was he? Store without an owner. How are we supposed to shop? He's not that bad? Okay. Oh god, all the enemies are back. Okay. Alright, the one on the left. Oop, that guy caught me by surprise there. Okay. We're getting there. I like how the cat is still there. Nowadays, if you like compared to some other authors, you know, compared to some other authors, you know, Piers is pretty good. He's just a weird hermit in Florida who doesn't bother anyone, doesn't promote any of those questionable ideas with piles of money. Okay. Well, now that we've done a bunch of exploring and found out that it led nowhere, oh my god, all the noises. Alright, that's it. We're taking the long way around. I was trying to use that as a shortcut, but clearly not working. Jessica, shouldn't be here. Get out of Maribia and let us handle this. You don't understand. Come on, Alex. Jessica, Master Mel he's... Calm down. What's wrong? Where's my dad? He's upstairs fighting the leader of the Vile tribe. She's strong and so are her minions. Mel can't hold them off much longer. Mel's inside the arena, and so's the Vile Tribe. I think they cast a paralysis spell on me. Get ready, Alex. Here we go. As long as I draw a breath, the Vile Tribe will never take control of Meribia. Not a problem, old man. You'll be eliminated by Zenobia, leader of the Vile Tribe, and all the citizens of Meribia will kneel before the Magic Emperor. Galleon, what's going on? Who the hell are you? Father! Jessica! No! This is too dangerous. You must hide inside. But... this is wonderful. Now I can erase all of you with one swift blow. Look out, Jessica! Ah! Dad? Dad! Alex, take care of my daughter. What an emotional moment that was. I almost cried with laughter. Now the last of the 4 heroes is powerless, and nothing can prevent Galleon from fulfilling our destiny. Galleon? Zenobia, where has Galleon taken Luna? Well, little Alex, you'll find that out soon enough. Perhaps when we meet again. Wait! Zenobia! Dad? Dad! Dad! In the name of Althena, let this curse be gone! It's not working. I don't think this spell can be lifted unless the one who cast it is killed. Her name is Zenobia. She's the one who impersonated Lemia Ausa. That witch Zenobia. That freak Galleon. I'll never forgive them. I'll save my father, even if I have to give up my life for his. I will never give up, and I will never cry. I'm Jessica de Alkirk, daughter of Hell Mel. Alex, Nall, let's go. Where are we going, Jessica? We are going to right the wrongs committed this day. Galleon will pay dearly. We need more information on Galleon and the Vile Tribe. Let's speak with Lemia Ausa, the leader of the Magic Guild. I'd like to get some advice from her daughter as well. We'll get to see Mia again. That's great, Alex. You guys aren't nervous? I mean, you guys aren't nervous. Me neither. Let's head for Vane. I love you, Dad. Crying is loud? Yes. You Centaur posted on the Discord? Nice. Do you see that? Impossible. My magic doesn't have any effect on it at all. Damn. We can't let this monster destroy Vane. Come on, Nash. We can do this. How can we do it alone? Mia! Nash! Are you okay? Alex! Nall! Jessica! First, the Vile Tribe violates my hometown, and now Mia's? This is it, Alex! No more Miss Nice Girl! I'm gonna fight these creeps with everything I've got! Vile Crustacean. That's a great name. Alright, step 1 is Vigor. And then you... I get the feeling most... See, this is the problem with Nash, is that most of his spells aren't actually super helpful against bosses. But we're gonna go Thunder Bomb.
Check this out.
Yeah, I only dealt 20 damage.
In the name of the goddess.
Ooh. Mia and Alex both took some gnarly damage there. All right, we're gonna sword dance. What if maybe this does the thing where it's not super weak to magic, or it's not like immune to status effects.
Special delivery. Yeah.
Sword, it's weak to sword dance. Okay, hell yeah.
Fury of the flame.
Flame circles, similar damage output.
Special delivery. Blessing of Althena. Yeah.
She doesn't have any kind of, yeah, okay. Mini Doom? Oh, geez. That was a brutal hit. Okay. Dude, why? I hate when games do this. Like, if you're gonna give me a caster who focuses at least half of their spells on status effects, please make the bosses weak to status effects. Like, don't make that a meaningless choice.
Special delivery. Yeah. By the power of Althena.
Does that heal? No, that's still a base. That's still basically the normal heal. Oh boy.
Yeah. By the power of Althena. Blessing of Althena. Yeah. Come on, get back on your feet. By the power of Althena. Yeah.
Man. We just got him healed.
By the power of Althena. Cold device.
Oh, that's even worse. Okay.
Come on, get back on your feet.
Okay.
Blessing of Althena.
Okay. We can work with this. Jessica can fire this off one more time.
By the power of Althena! In the name of the goddess!
Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. Whew. That beam sound is horrible. Yes. Greek myth, do humans or centaurs come first? I believe centaurs, because they're technically they're technically monsters, right? So they'd be born from the mother of all monsters. I guess they sent the strong magic resistance monsters here? Yeah, I guess. I think Dragon Age Origins was one of the first you encountered where status effects on bosses could be any use. JRPG side, you think they're for FFT sometimes? Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy Tactics runs into the problem where magic, unless you're building a very specific character type, kind of sucks. So, percentage attacks certainly are great against Final Fantasy bosses. Party of 3 casters and a creature resistant to magic and immune to status effects. Okay, I guess everyone's feeding items to Alex. Presumably they figured Alex wouldn't come here, all of Vayne would be useless against this thing, and they'd just win. Yeah, probably. She says, thank you, all of you! Well, I could have handled that monster by myself. Your assistance was helpful. I think that's as close as Nash has ever come to saying thank you. Jessica, when I was at Black Rose Street, I heard about your father. Is it true? Yes, he was protecting me from Zenobia's magic. Jessica, That means what I heard about Galleon, the Magic Emperor. What he did to Quark. It's all true. And he kidnapped Luna, too. This is madness! Galleon was one of the 4 heroes, and now he's become... Mia, I'm going to find Zenobia, and I'm going to finish her. Then I'm going to help Alex fight the Magic Emperor. Fight Galleon? Now that is madness. You'll be killed. I know it's going to be a challenge, Mia. That's why I'm here. To find out what I can about Galleon before we set out to kill him. Did you notice anything strange about Galleon at the Magic Guild? No, I'm afraid not. But I'm sure my mother could tell us what she observed. Why don't we ask her together? Good idea. Let's go. I can't believe that Galleon was our worst enemy all along. It's overwhelming. It seems like a nightmare. Yes, it does seem to be such, but this is all too real, I'm afraid. Poor Mel. What will we do to save him? First things first, Mia. There'll be no rescuing Mel until we put a stop to the Vile tribe. We have to think of a plan. Just wish my head were clearer right now. My mother's magical powers are gone, and her physical condition is only getting worse. Galleon tried to destroy my mother, Alex, and he might still succeed. He's insane, Mia. What he did to your mom and my dad, it can't be forgiven. You're right, Mia. Your mom might still die, unless we find Galleon and kill him first. You can't just stay here and do nothing, Mia. You have to come with us, and fight with us. I know. I was so stupid, Mia. I was so blind to the truth. Galleon would send me across the land to gather information about singers and dragons. I'd report all I learned to him, or to Royce, or to both of them on a few occasions. I believe that I had the most important job in the Magic Guild, Mia. I was so proud. Nash. I thought Galleon had become my friend, but I was just being used for my intellect. And I let him do it, Mia. I let him stroke my ego until I was purring in his lap. If defeating Galleon is the only way to save my mother and my people, then I have no choice. Alex, please take me with you. Let me fight at your side. Mia, you can't do this. Your mother is gravely ill and the Magic Guild is in chaos. Which is exactly why I'm going, Nash. Because I can save both of them if I slay Galleon. You're really doing this, Mia? You're really going to challenge Galleon? Yes, Nash, I am. Mia. I'm coming with you, Mia. What? Nash, you shouldn't. You can't. Some of the blame for what happened to the White Dragon and to Luna lies with me. But I can try to make amends for what I did, Mia. I can help you rescue Luna. And I can try to earn your forgiveness. That's all I want, Mia. That's all. Stay this humble and you'll earn my forgiveness in a hurry. Nash. The Vile Tribe won't so much as touch you with me at your side, Mia. I promise. I swear. Thank you, Nash. But I don't want you to treat me like the future Guildmaster. You'll earn my forgiveness if you treat me as a friend. As a trusted friend. Mia, I need your friendship to keep me strong, Nash. I need you to be there for me. Mia, I'm speechless. You're blushing, Nash. Still your tongue, cat. I'm just happy to have been granted a second chance. Mia must know something about where to find the rest of the dragons. I suggest we speak with her and find out. Alex, you must heed my words. There's only one person who can stand against Galleon, the mighty Dragon Master. Alex, you were the last person to pass Quark's trial, and you are now the only person with the potential to pass the remaining trials. Luna is lost to you, Alex. Our world is lost, unless you can become the Dragon Master. The next dragon you should seek out is the Red Dragon. I once heard it lives within the volcano due south of Nanza, but that was long ago. I don't know how reliable the story is, Alex, but at least you have somewhere to start. South of Nanza? Sounds like we need to have a chat with Kyle. You love that Jessica completely talks around Nash, ignored him, and addresses Mia, right? Just like, sit down. Wave 1 of storms is done. It looks like Wave 2 is weakening faster than expected, so here's hoping it continues that way. Hell yeah! Okay. Do you think that crystal pendants and devil pendants are, like, probably the best way to go for some of this stuff? But they're also just so expensive. Oh, snap! That increases his range by 10? Absolutely! Holy shit! We can officially sell Luna's equipment here. We're also going to sell the bow, but we're going to keep the various staves, because you never know. On the other hand, like, what are we going to use the money for if we're not spending it now, you know? So we're going to get Kyle, and that'll be like a new addition to our team, but... Oh, that's right. We need to... Hold on. I guess you can have the angel ring. That's fine. Better for Jessica to have the immunity to status effects and regeneration effect. Okay. Good to see you, Mia. We need every magician in the land to help in the fight against Galleon. I'll never forgive that man for what he did to my mother. Never! What a child. He doesn't even feel sorry about what happened. What was that, Jessica? Nothing. Just talking to myself. Must be going crazy from the stress.
Oh! Help! Help me! Get away from me, you dastardly fiends! You'll regret this!
Is that Sayu's voice again? Do we have another instance of Alejandro Saab? Alex, someone just screamed. What's going on over there? Haha! Hello, fools! Don't make a move or I'll rip her to shreds. Zenobia, we found her! Get out of my way, Alex! I'm gonna kill that overinflated bimbo right here and now. Come on, Jessica, you know she'd kill that poor girl in a heartbeat. Don't let your emotions overrule your common sense. So what do we do now? Haha! Grab her! What the? No! Help! Hey, what's happening? Catch her, quickly! What's going on here? Ew, no! Don't touch me, you beast! Kyle is a delight. You!
Oh! Pardon the heels! Goodness, what do I do when a little lady like old me has to fend off ruffians?
It's time to end this cheap charade.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at this idiot!
You and your boys need to learn some manners, sweet cheeks.
That is absolutely Alejandro Saab. Oh yeah, I make this look good. I don't get it. Jessica, what went wrong? Wait, you got kicked out of the shrine again, didn't you? Why, you... It's okay. I'll listen to your story once I clean up after these kids. Don't underestimate us. You better kill us all. Oh shit, we get to play as Kyle on his own. 4 Scythe Masters. Power Slash is a one target attack. Sword Swipe is zone. So Power Sweep is an enemy zone. Sonic Riser is enemies in a line. Release Weasel? Okay. Power up is increase attack power. Obviously, we got a power up. Well, it looks like it's going to target all of them because they all got close. So, Sonic Riser! Alex's party sure did win. Ha ha! It's too early for you to fight me. You're not strong enough yet. Well, Zenobia, looks like it's just the strong and gorgeous against the ugly. Why are you and the tribe kidnapping singers, Zenobia? There has to be a reason beyond the sheer cruelty of it. Ha! You couldn't begin to fathom the real reason, Missy. And I have far more important tasks than to explain our plans to you. Zenobia, wait! Damn it! Damn it all! Luna. Damned curvaceous magic-using wench. Excuse my ignorance, Jess, but what the hell is going on around here? That witch turned my dad to stone when he tried to protect me from her magic. She did that to Mel? How can anyone have that much power? Because her boss is Galleon, the Magic Emperor, and he's the one who kidnapped Luna. Luna? Who's that? She's a friend of Alex and Null, and they're friends of mine. She's a singer, just like the others kidnapped by the Vile tribe, but we still haven't figured out what their purpose is in taking them. We've been searching for the Magic Emperor, and that's what brought us here. Kyle, since I know you have nothing better to do than imbibe more than is healthy, you are going to join us and help us defeat Galleon. The Magic Emperor, huh? What the hell? When do we leave? Alright, Jess, I'll help you save your dad. Not because he might even stop busting my chops, but because I know how much he means to you. Kyle, just imagine how many groupies I'm gonna have after I do this and become a hero. The lovely ladies will be drooling at my feet. Hey, what's wrong, Jessica? I just feel stupid because I actually admired you for a few seconds. Alex, I want to help you too. This Magic Emperor needs a serious beating. Kyle, do you know anything about the Red Dragon Cave? I heard rumors about a dragon inside a cave at the south end of the Marius Zone. That's all we need to know. Lead the way, Kyle. I wonder if I should bring some protection with me. Kyle, you're disgusting. What's so disgusting about bringing my best shield? Yeesh. This is going to be an interesting trip. Alright, so he has a bastard sword, steel armor, steel shield, and a steel helmet. Absorbs Noggin knocks, deflects darn damage, stainless and shiny, long battle sword. Alright. So, yes. Kyle is our dedicated physical attacker. Alex is no longer our main super damage guy, but he will eventually catch up again. Kyle's main bit, or rather, Alex's main bit is that he's a bit of an all-rounder, but he gets such good stat growth that, he ends up being really good. And he also gets some of the best equipment in the game because he's the main character. Kyle, however, will be our pure powerhouse for quite a while. Kyle bringing protection in case of weasel release. Guess his starting equipment is alliterative. Yes. What's his name? Victor Ireland, I believe is his name. The guy who was in charge of working designs, the company that translated this game. He just happened to really like alliteration, like especially for this game. I agree, Cypher. Sayu is a perfect choice for Kyle. I remember the first time I met you, Kyle. Sleeping in a warm puddle of thick drool on the floor of your cell. Ah, memories. I've never slept in a prison cell. He is most certainly lying to you, boss. I am never allowing people to watch you sleep in here. Alright, I don't think this place has any gear to buy. It's a red chest. Okay. Dude, my boss is hanging with you? Excellent. You should stop by Riza and check out the yearly harvest. North, Nanza Barrier. South, Marius Zone. Alright, so this is our party. We will have one additional guest character that will show up at one point or another. But this is the party. These are our characters. So seems like the place where if they had a store would be less merchant and more fence. True. I've heard of a man in the Marius Zone who's supposed to be one of the wisest men in the world. Perhaps this demon could determine the weak point of the Magic Emperor and tell us how to bump him off. Giga Wasp. Suppose then we have one up on the previous group Galleon was in already. Yes. Yes. We aren't the 4 heroes, we're the 5 heroes. Hey boss. Hey Jessica. Haven't seen you around here in a while. You two are getting along, aren't you? My ears were ringing for a week the last time you two got into a fight. Don't worry, Kyle knows better than to argue with me again. Hello children. I've heard that there's a huge volcano on the west side of the Marius Zone. Where there are volcanoes, there are usually hot springs. Love to have just one soak in that wonderful water. Might even cure my arthritis. Hot spring episode? Quite literally, it's why we bought the soap. It's to get various bromides for characters. It's possible that I've missed out on a few bromides already, because if this is the Working Designs translation, then they moved them and put them in like stupid spots. South to the Marius Zone, east to the Nanza Barrier. Hail, Kyle! Just as you ordered, we've been protecting all the women and children free of charge. Good, good. And you've remembered to charge men double the normal fee, haven't you? Once a bandit, always a bandit. Oh, Kyle, how are you? Thank you so much for having your men escort us through the barrier. I've never felt so safe. Oh, yes, Kyle, you're a great man indeed. Watching you charm women and rip off men has never made me feel so sick. What'd you say, Nash? Why don't you speak above a whisper and share with the rest of us? My Kyle, aren't we defensive? I was just clearing my throat. If you want to beat somebody up, with the Magic Emperor. Mom, look, it's Kyle. When I grow up, I'm gonna steal money and be really rich like him. You're wise beyond your years, kid. You have a great future ahead of you. Perhaps you should suggest this young boy pursue a career outside of crime. Nah, kid, be gay, do crime. Exactly. Angel's tier. Nice. Now we're in a new zone. Oh, thank you. Yes. I love how they repurpose so much of the music in this. Like they've got like one main theme and they just reuse it in different ways. But I really appreciate how they do it every time, you know? Alright, that's clearly something. That's also something. Oh, I think this is the hot springs. This is the spring of the goddess Althena. If you enter its soothing waters, you can purify your soul. Do you wish to? I'll pass. As you must know, springs where the two sexes bathe together are not permitted. In light of that, it is now necessary to inform you that this is a spring for men only. Your female companions may wait over there, or seek out the springs designated for them. Absolutely ridiculous. Well now, I'm certain you must feel refreshed. Your skin is absolutely radiant. Have you come to purify? Right? Right, Pooh? Like, it feels kind of manly. I was afraid you might say something like that. Isn't it always the ones worst off that fail to see it? Alright, did we consume a soap for that? We did consume a soap for that. Oh boy. Not permitted by who? Modern, like, social mores? I don't know. We're gonna go into this town first. This is Reza, a refuge for those too guilty to face the law-abiding world. All these people call Reza the town of thieves, but we don't just steal from anyone, you know? We only go after the rich folks who can afford it. You know, people like Master Mel. What? If I ever caught you breaking into my house, I'd crack your kneecaps. Not permitted by that lady, you guess? Yeah. Rule number 1, work hard. Rule number 2, learn much. Rule number 3, steal all. Those are the 3 basic rules of the Thieves Guild. Follow them all and you'll be very successful. It's not budging. I think we need a key. I was headed for the Thieves' Bazaar, but I stumbled into the guild headquarters instead. I hate it in there. All they do is talk about which thieves make the most money. Just because I'm not pulling in the big bucks doesn't mean I'm not a good thief. I feel like for Armed Parties adventures, the rules are whoever they want to go in. Hello, children. Are you lost? It wouldn't surprise me. Razor was intentionally built with a confusing design to make it easier for thieves to hide and to run away. My husband is a member of the guild, and he still gets lost for hours at a time. Oh, interesting. That brings us to the... Oops. Welcome to Reza. Not exactly the wealthiest town in the Marius Zone, but a great place to learn the latest news and gossip, and the beer is lovely. Hey! Excuse me? Null, are you alright? Well, the inhabitants of Reza certainly are rude. I can see why Kyle fits in so nicely here. Hey, Null, did that guy bump into you? Yes? Wait. The white dragon wings are gone. Well, you just learned the only real downer to this place. It's a den of thieves. There's so many of them, they've even formed a guild. Watch your valuables. This place can get a little rough. Hey, Kyle, perhaps you could have warned us before Null got robbed? Reza's a big town. If we're gonna find those wings, we better start looking now. I know you heard me, you selectively deaf weasel. What's wrong, children? You look scared. Has something been stolen from you? Seems that everyone's a thief in this town. Even me! Red chest over there. Oh, hello! Don't mind the smile on my face. Just got done with another big shopping spree at the Thieves' Bazaar. They have everything you could imagine, and it's all at rock-bottom prices. It's easy to have great prices when you get all your inventory for free. Got weapons here from all over the world. Come over here and take a look. Samurai blade, hardy kadi made easy. Oh, Jesus. Well, let's get that for Alex. That's an improvement for her. We're always getting new weapons in here, so keep checking back, because I want your money. Oh, goodness. Alright. Armor shop. I don't think there's ever been a better time to be a member of the Thieves Guild. Our leader has a sharp mind for business, and new recruits are quick learners. Why don't you kids join up too? You look pretty smart to me. That's right. We're smart enough not to enter the world of organized crime. Go on and spend some money before I have to steal it from you. Not worth it. Not being a killjoy, right? Don't miss the armory in the Thieves Guild. My brother will give you some great deals. That or he'll rip you off. Depends on his mood. Incredible. First, my store is small. Low overhead equals high profits. Come on, buy something. Paralysis, poison. Yeah, we're good. Leaving already? Fine. Maybe we'll spend a little more the next time you're in here. I don't see that thief anywhere, but I know he ran in here. Let's talk to the barkeep and find out where he went. And stay calm. Just stay calm. Hey, Alex, doesn't the old man at the counter look kind of familiar? Lily should be standing on that table right now and singing her dear little heart out. If I wasn't too drunk to see straight, I'd be out looking for the little love right now. Good to see that he has his priorities straight. Hey, Kyle. Haven't seen you around here for a while. Sit down and have a drink, lad. Hell, have 3. Let's hear some stories about life in Nanza. I wish I could, friend, but I'm not here to tell tales and swill ales. Someone stole a valuable item from a member of my group, and I'm here to get it back. That's a shame, Kyle. But complaining about thievery and Reza is like whining about wuss magicians in vain, you know? Hey. Cool it, Nash. Actually, I was hoping you could help us get it back. You're an influential guy around here. Isn't there anything you can do? Well, this must be important if you're trying to use flattery. There is a way to get your item back. Members of the guild aren't allowed to steal from other members. If one of you joins the guild, whoever stole your item will have to give it back to you. Not as easy as I hoped, but I guess we really don't have a choice. How do I join the guild? Your thieving skills have to be tested by one of the guild elite. He can be found working in Mariod this week. Finding him is also part of the test. You know how to get to Mariod, right? Just walk along the coast of the Inner Sea until you reach it. Mariod? That's practically in the Stadius Zone. Are we strong enough to go that far? Hey, you guys can stay here if you want. I'm the only one who has to pass the test. As long as you all don't mind being labeled wimps for life, I'm fine with it. Oh boy. I love how much of an asshole Kyle is. I know that people say terrible things about Reza, but we're all good people here. Although some of us can be a bit intimidating at first. Good people who do bad things. Were we intentionally not speaking to the familiar looking... Was that not... I'm an idiot. Was that not the guy? See the old guy behind the counter? He ain't no bartender. He's the head of the Thieves Guild and the mayor of Reza. Red hat? Oh! Oh my god. I literally... My ADD kicked in. I literally did not see like here. Whoa! Hello, Alex! Wouldn't have expected to see you in a place like this. There are a lot of thieves in Reza. Make sure you keep a firm grip on your possessions. Too late. You've already been robbed? Good luck finding the culprit! Ho ho ho! Alex, I take it you came this way to find the Red Dragon, but the only way to get there is by flying over the mountains. So what are you going to do? Can't fly to the cave by myself, Alex. What are we going to do? I've heard there are flying machines you could use to reach the cave, but I don't know where to look for them. Ho ho ho! Alright, well, step 1 is getting the wings back. Character conga line is wild. This is the town of Iluk. The people to the north that live in Reza and Mariad think we're all a bunch of nutcases. But I say, who are they to judge? They're all a bunch of thieves and hicks. Jeez, that was brutal. He's hopeless. I've told him a million times to clean his room before he lost something important, and now... Oh, hi, how can I help you today? What is this? White bracelet. It's a defense improvement for you. Yes. Thank you very much. Come again. What will my brother do after he descends to the bottom of the ocean? He needs to think before he starts building his inventions, not after. You want an example? The washing machine he built started out as an indoor jacuzzi. Thanks to my brother's great machine, clothes dry faster in Eluk than anywhere in the world. And people give me tips if I crank faster to dry their clothes quicker. Back to work. Oh, the frustration. Just when I finally solve the problem of size, I encounter the problem of taste. Can't sell these vegetables when they have the flavor of boiled shoes. Well, obviously we're going to get our flying machine from here. It's locked! That's strange. I know I left them around here somewhere. I wouldn't throw those blueprints out by accident, would I? Uh-oh. Okay. You've seen RPGs that have done this before, but never to a group of 6. Shining Force, yes, that's your only JRPG frame of reference, does this. It caps you at 3 or 4, which is good, because you get a party of 20 or something. Dang, that's a ton. Alright, they're saying just follow the... I guess we have to go through the woods? I was like, that's a tower of some sort. Those who seek the guardian of knowledge must have special knowledge first. What does that mean? Do we need to know a password or something? We're just wasting our time here, Alex. Let's go to Mariad. I guess we have to go through the woods there, because otherwise, like, there's literally nowhere else to go. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the Marriott. Brain Liquor? What an incredible name. Okay, so Ethereal Cane, frankly not doing a lot of damage. Dealt 18 to them. Instead of that, what if we used the Fire Cane? Fire Cane does even less. Okay. Oh, geez. Okay. Jeez, 52 damage? That's crazy.
In the name of the goddess!
Check this out!
It's a huge jump in enemy difficulty. Like, all of those guys were faster than us. It was a brutal fight. Okay. Chrono Gorgon? Holy shit. What a name.
Check this out!
In the name of the goddess!
Wow. Our magic's doing, like, nothing. Did I, like, skip something on accident? Is my party underleveled? We might have to do some grinding. This is, like, ridiculous. We were doing fine, and then all of a sudden, like, we got to the new area, and the game's like, actually, you are weak and noodle armed. Well, they're weak to skills. Hmm. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I think we're gonna call it here. We've hit some good like plot points, and we have, like I said, we have our final team. So yeah, I will be back probably Thursday? Question mark. Um, or sooner, depending on time frames and if my voice holds and whatnot. Um, but everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. You know what? We're going to. I think we're gonna turn that off. Thank you. Don't need that anymore. Boop. So, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. I hope you all have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, whatever time of day it happens to be for you when you are watching this. If you made it to the end of the stream, thank you so much for hanging out with me for the last just shy of 3 hours. And if you're watching this as a VOD, thank you for letting me keep you company for the last 3 hours. Yeah, I'm enjoying Lunar. I am like bamboozled by how quickly the enemies got so much more difficult. So I am probably going to be looking into potential like things to remedy that, because I don't want I don't want this next dungeon to be a slog. But yeah, like I said, I'll see you guys Thursday or sooner, depending on how my schedule changes or does not change. And until our paths cross again in this big wide universe of ours, in my particular corner of this particular little galaxy, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and remember to keep on shining bright, starlights. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye. And I don't know. I don't have anything cute to say. Be kind. Wash your butts. Have candy. Love you. Bye.